What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are looking forward to the NBA Finals as much as I am. I'm excited. Phoenix Suns versus Milwaukee Bucks. Phoenix looking for their first NBA championship ever. Chris Paul in his 16th season looking for his first championship. And the Milwaukee Bucks looking for their first ring in 50 years since 1971 when Lou Alcindor, of course, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, joined with Oscar Robertson to lead them to the championship. So here are three things you should be looking for that I know I'll be looking for in this series. Number one, obviously, one of the huge keys is Giannis Antetokounmpo's health. He's got the hyperextended knee, and I think he's going to miss at least the first two games, if not more. He may not play in the entire series. But hopefully we'll get to see him. I think it'll be a much more exciting series. If he plays, even from games 3 on, then I think the Bucks have about a 40 to 45% chance of winning the series. If he doesn't play at all, then I'd give them 0 to 10% chance of winning the series. I think they can make it competitive, take it 6 games if he doesn't play. But I'd be shocked if they won the series without Giannis. I don't think they can. And the other thing is, if he comes back, what does he look like? He's got the hyperextended knee, so will he be able to do his famed Euro step? It's one of his favorite moves, if not his favorite. How much will he be able to move laterally on that knee? So that's something to watch for, because if he comes back and he can't really be himself or even close to it, 85% of himself, then he's not going to be able to help the Bucks much, and they'll probably be in trouble. But I say if they can split the first 2 games in Phoenix, even if he doesn't play those games, they're 1-1 going back to Milwaukee, and if he can play game 3, now the Bucks are cooking with oil, because it's going to take him a little while, probably if half a game, if not a full game, to kind of feel comfortable and get his rhythm. So if they have a 1-1 split in Phoenix and he's got a little cushion to get his rhythm, that's better off for the Bucks. If they lose the first 2 games in Phoenix, yeah, they were down 2-0 against Brooklyn and they showed the heart and ability to come back. But I think it's going to be tough to do that against Phoenix. Brooklyn was banged up and hurt. Phoenix is not. All right, the second thing I'm going to be looking for is Chris Middleton's start. He has started slowly in all of the 3 playoff rounds that the Bucks have played. He's averaged 17 points on 37% shooting in the first 2 games of the first 3 rounds of the Eastern Conference playoffs. He wasn't bad against Miami, but he was very bad in the first 2 games against Brooklyn and Atlanta. So the rest of the series, he's great. I don't know if takes him a while to feel out the opponent, how they're defending him and things like that. But the rest of the series, after the first games 3 onward, he's actually averaged 26.7 points on 47% shooting. Again, compared to the to the 17 points on 37% shooting in the first 2 games. He is for Milwaukee to split games 1 and 2 in Phoenix. He's gonna have to be better than that, especially if Giannis can't play. So Chris Middleton is going to have to avoid the slow starts to the series and come out and play lights out in at least one of the first 2 games, and preferably for the Bucks, both of the first 2 games. Then the third and final thing I'm gonna be watching for is how the Bucks cover the Suns pick and roll. The Suns are great at the pick and roll. Obviously, you got Chris Paul and Devin Booker. And the Bucks they typically have drop coverage, which means that the guy defending the screener drops back into the paint to protect the rim against the ball handler, as the ball handler's defender tries to get over the pick. And that defense tends to give up the mid-range shot. They don't want to give up a 3, and they don't want to give up a layup or dunk. So they kind of give you that mid-range shot. The problem with that against the Suns is that Chris Paul and Devin Booker love the mid-range game, all right? And they'll eat you alive if you give them the mid-range shot. I mean, you don't just give it to them, but you contest it as best you can, but you don't do it that well. So those two will thrive in the mid-range if you do drop coverage. So I can't see the Bucks staying in that type of coverage. They might not even start in that. So they're going to have to switch these pick and rolls, and we'll see how they're able to do that because obviously switches lead to mismatches. So those are the three things that you should watch for. Those are three things I'm going to be watching for. I think those are keys in this series. My prediction is Phoenix in 6. It's hard to predict because obviously we don't know the status of Giannis. But I'm saying with or without Phoenix, with or without Giannis, I'm going with Phoenix. And I'm going to go with them in 6 games. They played twice in the regular season. Phoenix won both games by 1 point. Each game by 1 point. So hopefully the finals are that close. Look, we hate to see all the injuries, I know. But the playoffs have been great. We've had young stars emerge, including Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton in Phoenix. Chris Middleton has taken a step up. Drew Holiday has played well, especially when Giannis missed the last 2 games against Atlanta. And the games that we haven't known who's going to win. And there's been drama and excitement. And so I hope that these finals follow that path and live up to that. So those are the 3 things I'm looking for. Those are 3 things you can look for as well. Peace.
For the best stories, easy-to-find scores, and comprehensive team pages, plus access to every live Fox Sports game and exclusive bonus cameras, download the all-new Fox Sports app now.